Hey, hey YouTube family, and happy Friday to you. If you happen to be new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you. Well, my name is Valerie. I'm a self-empowerment coach and a soon-to-be newly released author. Here, I help high-achieving women cultivate healing and rebuild their self-worth after a toxic relationship. So today, in today's video, I wanted to share with you some tips or some signs of toxicity. Just some signs of toxicity in a relationship. I know a lot of times when we're dating, whether we're in college or even, mature adults, we're dating, and a lot of times there are signs when something is not quite right or when that person is not right. And we often, as women, overlook those signs, for various reasons, whether we're just naive or we really just want the relationship to work. We think we found someone that we like, and we're not trying to, I guess you could say, pass up on an opportunity, so to speak. So a lot of times we look over things because we want that relationship, or we want what we think that it could possibly be. But I want to share with you some signs of toxicity now when I look back over my past history in my life, especially when I was younger and prior to getting married. Some signs of toxicity that now I realize that's what it was. Then I did not know. But there are always signs. And a lot of times people say, well, they were perfect. It was just no signs. But generally speaking, I'll say 99.9% of the time, there are always some sort of sign, whether we get it or not. There's some signs. So I'm going to share with you some of those today. Number one, what I've experienced is that one sign of a person being toxic, and this is not all inclusive, but this is what I experienced. The person would want all of your time. It's like they want to consume all of your time. And at first, for me, I thought it was cute. I thought the person, they just want to spend all their time with me. But when a person wants to spend all of their time with you, if you're trying to go maybe to dinner or do something with your girlfriend or perhaps maybe even your family, and they want to spend all their time with you. They're not even worried about you, is the fact that it's your family or a close friend, that they want to spend all of your time with you. That's a sign of toxicity. And I did not see that at the time, but that's one sign. Number two, a lot of times they will speak for you. Now, what I mean by this is that you could be in a conversation, someone could be speaking to you, and your partner or spouse could be right there if they have these tendencies of being toxic. If someone's speaking to you and they're asking you a question, or you all are having a dialogue amongst one another, and they ask you a question, well, your friend or your significant other answers for you. They kind of just insert themselves into the conversation when the person was not speaking to them. They were speaking to you and asking you the direct question, but they answer for you. That's another sign of toxicity, and that's a part of that control. Number three, a lot of times they will get angry with you when you do something for yourself. And what I mean by that is it could be you could buy yourself a car, or something as simple as, buy a new dress or something that you wanted out of the store, and they see you with it, and they might, kind of get somewhat of an attitude, or the disposition changed because you purchased something or you did something good for yourself. Or it could be an accomplishment, something that you accomplished. It don't have to be a purchase, but their disposition changes, and they're not the same as they were. They're looking different. Their countenance is different. All of this is a part of that toxic aura, if you will, or attitude. Number four, they will call continuously. I experienced, and back when I was dealing with this was way before cell phones, my significant other at the time, wherever I was, because it wasn't cell phones, he would call continuously. Like, when are you coming home? I thought you said you was going to be back at this time. Just call continuously. And just want to know where you are. It becomes to be overbearing. Those are toxic traits. Number five, that person will possibly come where you are or even follow you. I'm sure you guys have heard or seen that about, we call it now, stalking someone. but that person can really, they will come where you are. If you say you're going to be at a particular place, they might show up, or you could be out somewhere and look up and you see them. I don't have to tell you that that's healthy, because it's not, but that's a toxic trait. Number 6, the person sometimes in the beginning, especially in the beginning of the relationship, they will appear to be very attentive and protective of you. And once again, the mistake I made, I thought that was very endearing, that they was very protective. They were attentive to me, because prior to that, I had just the opposite in relationships. So I thought this person was just being a person of their word, and they just really wanted to spend time with me, but it was more than just that. And don't get me wrong, of course, we know there's nothing wrong with spending time, with your significant other or spouse, but when it's overbearing, it was overbearing. And so that's another sign of toxicity as well. And number 7, this is my last and final one. Watch the language of the person. A lot of times they have negative language. Just listen and watch how they talk or speak about something. If you're talking about something, if they see that you're happy and glee and happy about something that you're doing, or that you're excited about something that's coming up, especially if it's an accomplishment or something that you're doing that they're not involved, sometimes you will hear language, they would like talk it down or say something negative about it. I want to minimize, your accomplishment, or minimize what you're doing as if it's nothing, blow it off as nothing, and say something negative. They won't be supportive of it. So these are just some things that I've experienced, in dating, of toxic relationships. Just pay attention closely to the signs. And I think I did a video a while back. If you go back through my my videos, I did one on following your intuition. This all goes back to that. If something doesn't feel right, then generally it's something wrong there. 9 times out of 10, your intuition does not lie. If something does not feel right, because everything is not going to be in black and white. Everything you won't be able to read out of a book, and a person can't tell you everything. But when you're in a person's presence, it's nothing like being in a person's presence, because you get to feel their countenance. You can see their eye contact. You can see their body language, and all this stuff you cannot see online. You can't see this online. You can't see this through the telephone. So, when you're in that person's presence, how do you feel? What type of energy is that person putting off? All of that makes a difference, and will let you know, will give you some kind, and nothing is foolproof, but this is the best way, or one of the best ways of being able to weed out, prospects that's possibly not the best for you. So pay attention to your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, more than likely it's not right. If the person gives off bad energy, you know that that's a no-go. And I don't care what they look like on paper, because I think that's been an issue with me in the past. A person looks good on paper, they're educated, they're well read, they're well traveled, they make a nice salary, all the things that society says that this person is a catch. But if that energy is bad, I don't care how much money they make, how good they look, where they live. If that energy is bad, you better run, because something is not right. And it's better to leave and get out on the front end than get into a relationship with someone and get that soul tie with someone to try to get out. So I just want to share that with you guys today, just some signs of toxicity. And I hope this blesses someone. I hope it's something that it will help you. And as always, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and I hope to see you on the next video. And you have a wonderful evening, okay? Until next time, bye-bye.